Survivor Series 4 Games is this Saturday, and look, they got the band back together for the main event, and by wrestling YouTube law, I must do a prediction video for said PLE. So let's just get started. This is a very interesting PLE because we've got the bloodline very much so going to main event dominating the PLE. This is what it's all about. It seems like everything else has been kind of just thrown together. I'm not very much interested in the undercard this time. Honestly, I think it's a victim of Crown Jewel happening, plus Saturday night's main event happening, and even Netflix about to happen. So we had 4 PLE worthy things that had to be big and grandiose. So they're spreading themselves pretty thin, and they lost an hour of Raw. But regardless, that is neither here nor there. So let's get right into it with Shinsuke Nakamura returning to go right into the US title scene against LA Knight. Yeah, I think this one's just a little too rushed. I would have rather them done the Wyatt 6 versus the Final Testament and the Miz. They should have just done a traditional Survivor Series match. Not even War Games, but a traditional Survivor Series match. That had a lot more build than Shinsuke and LA Knight. Plus, Shinsuke just returned literally, 2 weeks ago? I feel it's just way too fast. And let's be honest, they're just going to let LA Knight win, and LA Knight probably should win, but I just wish Shinsuke wasn't in this situation. He can't afford many more losses. How many times are we going to get our hopes up? This guy's the Japanese Chad Gable at this point. We just get our hopes up just for Triple H to crush them, because Shinsuke, he's such an awesome character. He's great in the ring, everything. He just screams aura, and yet when it counts, 1, 2, 3, his shoulders are on the mat. Oh man. And I'm going all the way back to when him and AJ Styles fought at WrestleMania. He should have won that match. I don't really want LA Knight to lose. I kind of wanted LA Knight to roll into WrestleMania as champion, but if LA Knight losing means Shinsuke can win and get some of his credibility back, I would take it in a heartbeat. I want Shinsuke to win, but I know in no way, shape, or form is he gonna win. LA Knight is walking out of here champion. Hopefully the feud will continue and Shinsuke will win, but I know what they're gonna do. Shinsuke gonna lose, Shinsuke will then beat him up after the match, they'll have another feud, and Shinsuke will lose again. And then we won't see Shinsuke for a while. He'll just go on the house show loop and lose and lose and lose until he comes back and probably fights Braun Breaker, and they just have a repeat, because there seems to be a template for Shinsuke Nakamura title opportunities, and that's, you come back, you look credible, you lose. Bottom line, Shinsuke Nakamura loses. And did you guys pick up on the fact that the Undisputed title is not going to be on the line at this PLE? Well, that won't stop me, though, from giving away this Undisputed title. All you gotta do, comment below. Comment on any other video, past or present, because when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to go through all my videos and pick a random comment and give away this belt. Free shipping, free everything. Why am I doing it? Because I want to quit the day job. When it comes to a week of wrestling like this, I am just nonstop producing wrestling videos, and I just wonder how much more could I do if I wasn't at the 9 to 5, actually more like the 8 to 6. Follow the dream, become a full-time wrestling YouTuber, and I'll give away this belt in the process to you lovely people. And we're almost there. We're about to crack 7,000. That means 3 more thousand. I give the belt away. So please comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit a thumbs up if you're so kind. Have a happy Thanksgiving. But first off, let's keep going. The women's War Games match is it's gonna be good. And honestly, it's probably gonna be wrestled better than the men's War Games match, because it seems like the women, when it comes to these huge PLEs, they usually outperform the men. Yeah, they just do. But the storyline is usually better with the men's than with the women's, and that's true here too. I feel like everybody's just been thrown together for the sake of having a PLE War Games match. And for a minute, it looked like we were going to get Rhea, but Rhea is back. And I don't know, it's kind of underwhelming even, Rhea being back. The whole thing just seems I don't know. That's even with or without Jade Cargill, but all the same, Jade Cargill was even taken out. She has real world injuries, so they wrote her out of storyline. And I don't know. I just don't know. The bad guys need to win. I'm gonna predict that the bad guys win, and I really think they need to win. Although the thing that makes me think that the good guys will win is if Rhea pins Liv Morgan, that Rhea finally gets a pin on Liv Morgan. That's the only way I see the good guys winning here. We got Rhea Ripley, we got Bianca Belair, we got Io Sky, we have Naomi, and now we have Bayley as well versus Candice LeRae, who honestly could be there just to take the pin. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. Honestly, there's more animosity amongst the good guys than there are amongst the good guys versus the bad guys. It seems like the good guys are just a total mess. And I hope they really play into that. And there's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of trouble because you got Io Sky and Bayley. They still have a history. You got Bayley and Bianca Belair, even though they made up, they've got a history. Who knows? Naomi and Bayley, maybe they miscommunicate and a feud kind of starts there because those two might be your finals in the US tournament. There's just lots of opportunities for things to go wrong, and I kind of want a lot of things to go wrong with the faces. And then on the heel side, the only real animosity that could happen here is if Tiffany decides to cash in, which I really hope they do. Tiffany cashes in, and now she can either pin Nia Jax and or Liv Morgan, and that would kind of salvage this whole War Game situation for me with the women's. But then I don't know what happened. What if, so she cashes in and then she pins Nia, then the match just continues? You know, it's just a lot of crazy could happen. I really hope they go the crazy route. If they couldn't get the story to make perfect sense going in, well, fine. Once they're in, let's go insane and shake things up. They have a lot of opportunity. I hope they don't play it safe and just let the good guys take the win, and that's it. I hope the good guys fall apart. I hope Tiffany cashes in. I want the bad guys to win. I just want chaos. I want to watch the world burn when it comes to the women's War Games match. Absolute chaos. I think that would be good. I'm gonna say bad guys win, and there's gonna be a lot of storylines coming out of this on the women's face side of things. Next up, we have the match that I don't care to see. I don't want to even talk about. I'm just sick and tired of the buildup. It's Gunther versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest has literally owned Gunther week in, week out since Crown Jewel, and it's disgusting. I've done multiple videos and hot take videos on the subject, so I'm just gonna say this. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, I am an absolute huge fan of the Ring General Gunther, and yet the way that he has been presented over the last month or so has been just absolutely trash. They have taken the aura of this monster foreign heel that can never be beaten and just ran it into the ground for the sake of just elevating Damian Priest, who had already been elevated even. Damian Priest just completely destroyed an entire faction almost single-handedly, but they felt the need that he needed to get over more at the expense of somebody who they've been building up since 2019. That said, I think Gunther's going to win. I really do think Gunther's going to win. I think the justification of really just completely destroying Gunther's aura is that, oh, he's going to win, so it'll all magically come back. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think the damage is done, but Gunther wins. I'm really hoping that Gunther's been playing possum this whole time, but I don't think that's the case either. I think Gunther wins, and he tries to just go back to being the Ring General, the unstoppable force of nature that he once was. And Damian Priest, I think actually Finn Balor's going to get involved, because no matter what, on every episode of Raw, whenever you see Finn Balor, even though their feud has been done since Bad Blood, he still says, what's Damian doing? He's still concerned about Damian Priest. I think he's going to go and do something about it and once again cost Damian Priest the match. And then Damian can look strong still, even in defeat. And then he also owned Gunther the whole time. I don't know. It's a mess. I just think Gunther's going to win. There's going to be interference. Damian Priest will have an out, and they'll probably revisit this feud again, and it'll suck again. because Priest seems to own Gunther now. So final prediction, Gunther takes it, but the aura does not recover. Next up is a match I'm actually looking forward to. It was kind of thrown together also, but it makes a lot of sense at the same time. We have Braun Breaker as the IC champion versus Ludwig Kaiser, who is supposed to be Gunther's underling, and yet he's the guy that's looking like $1 million lately, and Sheamus. Sheamus never having held the Intercontinental title in his illustrious career, and multiple times he has had storylines based upon I want to win the one title that has eluded me. So this is a decent little rushed story. Unlike Nakamura and LA Knight, who should definitely not be happening based on the amount of time that they feuded, this one's a little different because it just seems a little more natural, and it actually seems more just about proving that you're better than the other people, that you deserve your spot on the card. All of them have great chemistry with each other. We've had Ludwig and Sheamus fighting, great chemistry. We've had Sheamus and Braun Breaker fighting, great chemistry. And this past week, we had Braun Breaker and Ludwig fighting, and boy, did they have good chemistry. Braun Breaker went for a spear, and Ludwig Kaiser did an insecurity. I have never seen that counter before, and it was picture perfect. And then there was another time, wow, I thought Braun Breaker killed himself. He went full-on spear mode on Ludwig Kaiser. He dodged it, and Braun Breaker hit the corner of the table. Oh my God, ouch. Oh my God, ouch. I'm still in pain of seeing that. Braun Breaker is inhuman, man. He is inhuman, and I am just looking forward to this slugfest. When it comes to just pure matchup of just in-ring, I'm probably looking forward to this the most. And when it's all said and done, Braun Breaker. If Braun Breaker hadn't lost his title to Jey Uso earlier in the year, I probably would be going with Braun Breaker. Yeah, I just think Braun Breaker's taking it. I don't think it's time to take the title off him regardless. And yeah, Braun Breaker wins. I don't know who gets the pin. Probably Kaiser. Kaiser probably going to get the pin, even though I'd rather it be Sheamus. But Kaiser takes the pin. Yeah. Sheamus is he's gonna bro kick him, go for the pin, and Braun Breaker is gonna do something crazy like spear Sheamus off pin attempt and just, pin Kaiser that way or something like that. I don't know. Final prediction, Braun Breaker, he continues on as your IC champion in probably the match of the night. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. The Women's War Games match or this match of the night. I'm predicting this triple threat because these guys, they're going to be different, though. Different types of matches, but this one's going to be my favorite. And then we come to the main event, which is not Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is actually nowhere on this card, which is surprising, especially because this guy wants the John Cena schedule. And if you think about it, when was the last time Cody Rhodes defended his title? This is the guy who wanted to be a fighting champion. Relax, Cody Crybabies. All right, relax. I don't think it's his fault. I really think this is Triple H booking. I bet Cody Rhodes is like, I want to fight every single week, and he might actually have a fight this week. No, it's a non-title. It's a non-title fight against Carmelo Hayes. I think that Cody Rhodes, if he could, he would fight on Raw, SmackDown, and every PLE. Triple H is the one I think holding him back. But that said, the last time he had a title defense was what, like a month after SummerSlam? So, I don't know, whatever. That's just an interesting little tidbit. Next title defense is Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event. So let's get to the actual main event here, and it's OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline. And very much props to Solo Sikoa for making it this far and actually getting better with each week. Man, I was ready to give up on Solo after SummerSlam, but he has totally turned it all around, and now I talk more about Solo than I talk about Jacob Fatu, and it's just amazing what Solo's done. I am so happy for this guy. Props and kudos for the hard work and character development that he has put in, because now this is actually a hard match to call. You kind of like instantly want to say that it's gonna be Roman Reigns. Instantly you gotta say, yeah, they gotta let him, especially because Solo Sikoa pinned Roman's bloodline at Crown Jewel. So it has to be Roman, right? It has to be. But I don't know. What if CM Punk turns on Roman Reigns? What if Paul Heyman turns on Roman Reigns? What if Paul Heyman is also in the ear of Jimmy Uso? What if this? What if that? What if Sami Zayn turns and joins Solo Sikoa? There's a lot of what ifs in this situation. And then, I don't know, there's just so many crazy things. And are we going to have CM Punk and Roman Reigns in the cage together for about 20 minutes? Because the bloodline matchups are like, what, 2 people start and then every 5 minutes another person comes in? So is CM Punk and Roman Reigns just going to be in the cage together for that amount of time? And then we got Tonga Loa. You know, Tonga Loa is going to be in the ring. Could we see Tonga Loa take out the tribal chief once and for all? Tonga Loa. This has a lot of potential and possibility. And then there's Bronson Reed. You know Bronson Reed's going to want to do something like crazy and amazing, and I'm really fearful of this. So if Bronson Reed does a tsunami off the steel cage, I will be in awe. I will be like, wow, I can't believe he did that, and I would be amazed and impressed. I don't want him to do that, though. That's a big dude. He comes off the top of the steel cage in a tsunami. He could either A, kill himself, B, kill the person he lands on, or C, kill everybody in the arena when the aftershocks just go out and just destroy the entire arena. Like, I hope they play it smart and he doesn't do something crazy. I don't need to see that. Call me old, but I don't need to see the wrestlers die in the ring. You know, I just don't need to see it. Bronson Reed, you made it, buddy. You're already in the main event. You don't have to jump off the cage. But if you do, I will enjoy it. But the sane part of me right now that's not caught up in the adrenaline, I don't want to see it. Please, Bronson Reed, be smart. That said, who's going to win? I'm not going to break it down. I'm not going to be like, yeah, Tonga Loa comes first, and then it's going to be Jimmy Uso, and then Tama Tonga, and then I'm just not going to do that. The main one is, who's going to go last? Is it going to be CM Punk or is it going to be Roman Reigns? That's going to be telling right there. It's probably going to be Roman Reigns, but who knows? Maybe it's CM Punk because CM Punk's a little older. His body's a little more worn down. I don't know, but I feel that when it's all said and done, we're going to have a lot of crazy moments. We have the potential of Bronson Reed. Oh, you know another person who's going to do something crazy? Jacob Fatu. He's probably going to do a moonsault off the top of the cage. I guess he weighs lighter than Bronson Reed, so I could see it, but I still don't think we need to see it. Jacob Fatu, you just made it to WWE. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself for me. Please, guys, just be cool. You're here. You made it. You don't need to do that stuff anymore. You're in the main event. Anyways, who's going to win? I no longer think that Solo's in a position where he has to win, otherwise he's irrelevant, because he keeps proving that he can bounce back, and he beat them last time. But if he beats them again, that's a really powerful statement. What about Seth Rollins? What if he jumps into the mix to beat up CM Punk and to curb stomp Roman Reigns? That would be a good way for Seth Rollins to get heat, for Roman to lose, for Seth and Punk to go off on their own. Maybe Jey Uso, he starts a feud with CM Punk on Raw. There's a lot of possibilities. Solo loses. The Rock comes out because he's bad, and he says, now I'm the tribal chief, but Solo's doing such a good job. This is hard. This is very, very difficult. Roman losing 2 PLEs in a row, I think Solo could use it more, but I think Roman's going to take it. I think we're going to get the feel-good moment. Then maybe CM Punk turns on Roman, gives him a go-to-sleep, and walks out. Paul Heyman is no longer the wise man, but he is the advocate of CM Punk now. And in Paul Heyman's mind, he got his revenge on Solo Sikoa, and then he also got his revenge on Roman. Solo Sikoa being the one that put him through the table, and Roman Reigns being the one who left him in the care of such a psycho in Solo Sikoa. No, I'm just saying pure bloodline Roman OG victory. But if Roman's bloodline loses and they implode and they all blame each other, that can extend the story. Oh, that's hard. It's hard. I don't know how to do a prediction video for something so chaotic. This is my first year as a wrestling YouTuber. I don't know how I'm going to do a prediction video for Royal Rumble 2. Do I got to do one for every 30 contestant? I don't know. These 5v5 matches are crazy. How do I predict something like this? Roman Reigns, he wins. Somehow, some way. That's my final call. Roman Reigns, they win. Gets the Ulafala. Rock returns. And I don't know what happens after that, so don't ask. Don't ask me yet. Ask me on the Saturday live stream. All right? So, guys, girls, what do you think of my prediction video? Let me know what you are thinking down below. And yeah, sorry if this was a little all over the place. Like I said, I don't know how to predict a matchup of 5v5 when they come in at sporadic times. But I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting, and I cannot wait to watch it with each and every one of you. We'll do a live stream, and then we'll do hot takes, and I'll do a review. It's going to be a Survivor Series War Games weekend. Guys, girls, have a great day.